Long day lay low.
Our heroes are captured and tortured for information, prodded and probed by the Envy Horde to reveal the secrets of the Tumulti and secure their position as the ultimate species. Will they survive? Will the joining of two new heroes help them overthrow vicious Envy overlords? Will their heroics save the planet? Find out on the epic conclusion to Absolute.
Welcome. Hello. Good evening, good day, good night. Yeah, Frege went a little longer than I anticipated. Yeah. Yeah, the boom would never end. It never ends. He was like, yeah, I'm going to go until, an hour, hour and a half. And I went till midnight. Oh, that's me. Yeah. So welcome, Wolverine. I know, I thought I saw you still here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what those symbols mean. Coffee or beer. I don't know what that is. Welcome, Christopher John. Yes, it is still happening, as you can blatantly see. Very close. When I stream through OBS, it really zooms me in. It zooms me in there. So welcome, Christopher John, and welcome, Wolverine. It is a good question, and your question has been answered. Yes, there is somebody in here. It is I. It is I. That was a fun, Frege stream, though. Had a good time. It was, funny, because he's like, yeah, Malin, you're the only one I'm going to drop the link to. And then, and I mean, once you saw Ethan in there, I was like, yeah, he's going to drop the link to Ethan. As well as he should. It's understandable. And it was really cool. It was fun. I was hoping he could end it a little earlier because this is not going to be going until 3 in the morning. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So yeah, that was fun though. He's doing Frege June, so which is a good thing. It's not on Tuesdays. Even though tonight's stream was on a Tuesday. Tonight's stream was on a Tuesday, but that's just to announce things and inform everybody what Frege June is. If you missed out on that, oh well. No, he's going to be doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is good. But because then it won't interfere with topic list. But I like that it's on at 9. Because I can maybe even catch, might be a little late catching it, but at least I can. I have to cook dinner sometimes. Well, usually I work out on those days, but yeah. So yeah, I'm dropping the link in a couple places here. Let's drop it. Where's Matt? Where's Matt? Where are you, Matt? Where are you? You shouldn't be that far down, Mr. Rock and Roll Ninja. Where are you? ALCG, Luke, Matt. There you are. Matt Barr. If anyone wants to join, cool. No need to. If you're sleeping, if you're preoccupied, I minimized the window, which is good. I can't see anything. There we go. So yeah. Welcome, El Gargoyle, and dropping the eggplant as per usual, my friend. Yeah. No going. Yeah, I'm not going to 3 a.m. man. 2 is a possibility. Makes it an hour and a half stream. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. We'll see what happens. What is up, Lola? La la. Mr. Paul Acevedo, my friend, welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. I was just chatting with him on Facebook, and he reaches out to me. He's a good dude. He's a good friend. Says hi every now and then. Yeah. Sai's here. I miss Sai. I scrolled past the Sai. Well, he said hi to Sai. I'm sure Sai's here. So welcome, Sai. Wolverine, yes. Lakem. Hello, sir. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to see. I know it's not topicless. We will be doing topicless again on my channel next Tuesday. Mr. Perdomo, welcome, sir. I can send you the link too. Let's send Will the link. Where are you? Yeah, I got a notification. I don't know who it's from. I gotta find talented dudes. My secret, Billy Basco. I think he's in topicless. I'll send it to Billy anyway. Sometimes Billy's up. Sometimes Billy's available. And I know Ink Spots is in topicless. So I don't have to send him the link. Wow, I haven't sent it to anything in the talented dudes in that long. Leroy. Wise guys. Wow, it's been a while. I could just search it. But yeah, it was good to see Frega again. You know, it's nice to see everybody in the chat. I know I missed Will for a minute saying hello there. There we go. Links are everywhere. Links abound. Links abound. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Yeah, my eyes are going haywire. Yeah. We appreciate you, sir. As per always, Christopher John. Yeah. Welcome, everyone. Everyone, welcome, and good evening, good day. Leg kick, my friend. What is up, sir? My dude. Welcome.
Hello, Jason.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
Good.
That was good.
How did you enjoy Frega's stream?
It was fun. I had a good time. It was informative. I'm glad he's not streaming on Tuesdays, really. Like, I know today was an exception.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, because, topicless is on Tuesday, man. So we moved it to Tuesday because of everybody streaming on Monday. So, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it works. I know that's why he did it, you know. He was like, I can't stream over topicless. And he was like, I get it. Yeah, so what did you think of the stream? Why?
I mean, sometimes when the high table gets in there, I find it personally quite boring, but that's just me.
Well, it gives him someone to riff off of.
I just don't think they riff very well. I think it's just tremendously boring.
Well,
like I said, if you take away the $1 million campaigns, it's a very boring discussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Malin isn't really a verbose individual.
Yeah, exactly.
He's more reserved. So, like, Frege can kind of bounce off of him, like, but by talking to himself in a way.
Right.
Which is kind of cool.
Again, all those, like, I mean, maybe I'm a heretic, but all those high table streams are really boring to me. I
don't know. Ethan can be pretty entertaining sometimes.
In a Rush Limbaugh kind of way.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's a character. You know.
But that, like I said, maybe I'm talking too much, but the whole thing kind of come off as low frequency to me. And it just, I think after 20 minutes of talking about Game of Death, I can find the shit boring.
Yeah, it's more of it's more lowbrow comedy stuff. It's really not a high intellectual conversation or topics, so I can maybe understand it. I don't know if it's...
Actually, I want to talk to you, Jason. That's why I came on here.
See, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate your...
Jason tick. I want to talk to Jason, see what's going on in his life, what makes the beard.
Really not that deep, sir.
Oh, you're an infinite well of topics.
Of BS. Infinite well BS.
Well, at least that's interesting to unpack.
Yeah, it's true. But I am an open book, sir. If you ask me questions, I might answer. Yeah.
I know Wolverine. I'm just trying to steer him towards the dudes. You know.
I dropped a link in the Talented Dudes.
You know, I wanted to talk to the dudes, not to the high table.
Well, and you know what though? I know like he's kind of veered more towards the high table, and that's fine. He belongs there, you know. And he acknowledges us in the chat, at least like when he sees me or Wolverine or something, he acknowledges us right away, and that's nice. So, yo,
I just feel that I think Dan has his own audience, and I think he can stand on his own, and I think he's better off, you know, instead of trying to, which is fine. I mean, these guys talk to each other all the time. I think, you know, you should cater to your audience more so than theirs. You know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That's me. That's me giving Dan credit that he has his own audience.
And he does have his own audience. His audience is usually also very more comic related and creative related.
Yeah. Which is what makes his area unique, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does. I mean, we're like a lot of the other people are, you know, very heavy, like, and there's nothing wrong with it. It was like heavy CG and gun ho and heavy like just drama, heavy like slapstick. Like he's very just comic oriented and creative oriented, and that's kind of why like I gravitated towards him anyway, even before CG, is because he had that passion all the time, even before he started Black Flag again. So you know, always watching him, I was like, you know, his little doodles on Instagram of the time lapses in the Moleskine sketchbook. You know, draw every day. I love that kind of stuff, man.
And you know, that's what I think makes his corner unique, is that it's mostly craftsmen over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not knocking.
No, I know you're not knocking them. Yeah.
I'm not knocking EVS or Malin. I mean, but that's just their shtick. That's how they approach things. That's how they've been successful, and God bless them, right? Ethan is more successful doing what I said, like I said, the Rush Limbaugh approach, which is like commenting on cultural events, you know, doing the get the libs thing, you know, anger buying his books, you know, to get at those SJWs, which, like I said, it's fine. That's what gives him juice, apparently, in terms of what gets him going, which is fine. It doesn't get him going, I don't think.
He's a natural salesman. He really is.
Yeah. I think he enjoys this. I think he enjoys getting a one-up on the people that are trying to dox him or bring him down. I think he gets off on that fight. Right.
And you know what? Hey, somebody's at least actually doing it. Somebody kind of has to. So it is good. And I do like Wolverine's saying here is Frege does kind of bounce between everything. It would be nice to see him more frequently go to the, you know, what really started it, you know, like that grounded, rooted area. Mm-hmm. It would be nice. I understand, you know, not doing it all the time. You can't. You know, you want to bring in the people that are your equals, so to speak. You know, the high council type people, the higher echelon, so to speak. Those are his people. You know, so
strangely enough, Dan's the only one who enjoys drawing on streams.
Yeah, dude, he's like the only one. I think Roquefort might. I think he.
Yeah, but Roquefort, like he's one of the bigger guys, but he doesn't have like a big following on a stream.
No, well, he doesn't have that mentality either. Being a big guy, like he's very humble.
He didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I like Roquefort a lot.
I think that's going to end up. I'm wondering. You know what I've been curious about, and this is something that's been a big question mark since he announced that he was doing CG work, is if Dale Keown is actually going to get on stream. Because if you guys know Dale Keown, and you know we're around the same age, Jason, so you know the old Wizard days where they had that same fucking picture of Dale Keown for like 30 years with the long ass 80s hair and the glasses. Like no one knew what this dude looked like.
No, he just looked like a Yeti.
Yeah, it's like it was remember like the top 10 artists, he was always on there.
Oh, Shadowhawk. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he will actually get on stream. I'm very curious about that.
Welcome, Lord Crackhead. That would be cool. I doubt it. I mean, maybe if he does pit, he might come on to promote, possibly. But he's got EVS to promote. There's really no reason for him to. Mm-hmm. Like maybe for a launch stream, Yeah, because look at or an indie stream like Trent did with Creed. That's possible.
Trent should have made more money, in my opinion.
Trent should have made more money, but at the same time, Trent really wasn't pushing it. It was EVS pushing it. So if they both were doing it, he would have made more money. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Lola. I was like, I should.
No, Lola's here. Yeah, sorry. Hi, Lola. We were chatting. I'm saying hi to Shadowhawk and Lord Crackhead, my good friend, who I'm going to be on Thursday with Lord Crackhead. So that'll be fun.
Are you streaming tonight, Lola?
No.
Oh no! Well, you're not doing it tonight. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm taking the night off, and then I'll be back tomorrow night.
What killed you?
May ended.
Her birthday month ended.
Oh, okay. So that was like you were doing it every day just for your birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So from going forward, what's your schedule?
I'm gonna do every night except Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Got it.
I'm gonna try to do like earlier streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays where like I promote or I'm really wanting to get into like making videos, like reviews and stuff.
Yeah, that's what generates the algorithm better for you and gets you more subscribers. And Wolverine, he says, like EVS has said that Keon's going to be on CG streams, but it's EVS, so who knows?
We'll see.
We'll see. Yo, welcome, Anthony.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll see about that. I mean, maybe he's going to rely on Ethan just to be the salesman. And this is kind of something I was talking about with Dan about Keon, because with some of these names, you got to remember something, Jason, that Dale Keon is a huge name to you and me because we're comic people.
Right.
But the average Joe can't take for granted that they know who the fuck that is. Just like even if like Sam Keith were to start doing CG, right? We would be over the moon, right? We'd be like, Sam Keith, right?
Sam Keith has kind of stayed in comics at least. Like, look at Batman Dark Knight Arkham Asylum thing or whatever that he was doing, or Arkham Knights. So he kind of still has been. Keon kind of dropped out.
Yeah, he was doing his music for a while.
Yeah, so Sam Keith has at least stayed in like comics, maybe not as prominent as he used to be, but he's still been there. Like when I would go to the like he has a following. I would go to the comic shop and they'd be sold out of the Batman stuff. I have it on my pole, but they'd be like, yeah, this guy comes in like every month asking about it. And so there are people that still follow him, but once again, they're probably our age. But I still say he is, like, people see my artwork and they're like, Jason's the next Sam Keith, the Sam Keith of CG and stuff. So people do know him, but you're right. They collect comic books though. So
right, so it's like it's kind of the same thing, let's say, with Stanley Kubrick and movies, right? Movie people love Stanley Kubrick. The average person is like, this is weird and esoteric, and I don't know who this is.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between mainstream consumption and movie or comic consumption.
Or they discover like Kubrick and they're like, wow, this is amazing. Right. I can't believe I've never heard of this guy before. So I mean, it is still kind of a plus either way. So
see, Lick's right. Like we all go gaga and over Todd McFarlane and how he affected us and influenced us our whole lives. But the average person that just consumes comics doesn't know who he is.
You're welcome, Matt.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're
welcome.
What's
up, Matt?
Hey, Matt.
How are you doing, sir?
Good, thank you.
No, you're not wrong, man. Like, we do know these names, but they're still big names, though, so they still will generate that income. And once other people have never heard of them, though, like Amanda, like Amanda B, she got like her first comic book by backing Black Flag. Like, that was the first time she ever had a comic, I guess. So she maybe not know who these people are, so she'll investigate, see who they are, and discover them that way. So there is that route too. Yo, what about?
Yeah. So a lot of people saw Spawn the movie, or like he said, and they showed the TV show, but the comics they didn't come through Spider-Man,
right?
And Spawn. They came through him via Spawn and other mediums.
Hey, Apex, what's up? Yeah, exactly. Well, even still, like McFarlane Toys. Everybody knows Spawn through McFarlane Toys. The Spawn Kickstarter. Everybody knows that. But they might. Oh, like my one nephew, he's 12. And I guess Spawn is a character, maybe, I think now in like one of his games or his friends was talking about. He's like, have you heard of Spawn, Uncle Jason? I'm like, well, yeah, he's a comic book. He's like, he's a comic book? He was like shocked. He didn't know he was even a comic book character.
Yeah, he was like Soul Calibur or something they put him in, like in a fighting game.
Yeah, he was like a DLC, like an additional character for Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Okay. So then there you go. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, dude. I'm like, he's got a movie. He was a comic book. And I'm like, it's still out today. So yeah, he's 12, but he didn't know Spawn through that. He knew Spawn through this DLC.
Okay, so Spawn was in Mortal Kombat as well. Okay.
That's like for me, like I didn't know that Jonah Hex was a comic. Like I saw the movie first, and then I found out it was a graphic novel, and I went and got the graphic novel. You know?
A lot of people do that. They reverse engineer from movies. They'll go, oh, I like Spider-Man, or maybe I'll pick up a graphic novel or something. But I think people would. I don't think that really happens with Marvel characters because it can be so bewildering. Like, where do you start? With 50, 60, 70, sometimes upwards of 80 years worth of material.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like where do you start?
You're just starting to read X-Men like in the late 80s. You're just like, you just jump in feet first. You're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but you just start buying issues and you just start like kind of piecing it together as you're reading it,
Like you got that first X-Men in the 80s and you start like piecing it from each side. So you have like number 158. You're like, okay, now I get 159. Oh, that's...
Cool. Yeah. But keep in mind, also back then, comics were for the most part, one read at a time. Like, I mean, they kind of had like an overall story, but you could read one issue and be good. Like, for the past 20 years, you had to read every single issue or you're lost. So, nowadays people, that's why like what we're doing kind of is good. One issue or maybe even 2 to 3 at most, and people, it's easy to pick up, read the back issue to get caught up. Yeah. It's good.
I mean, until CG guys or indie guys can start speeding up, then I don't think there's going to be more books.
Right. We got it. Yeah. It's hard whenever you work 8 hours a day. You got to take care of a family, and you have like 4 hours to work on a comic book. Like that's not the ideal method.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Which is fine the way I think we're doing it. Sorry, Lola. Go ahead.
How many pages is a floppy? Like 24?
20 now. Now it's 20.
Really?
Yeah, I think now it's 20.
Down?
I think it went down.
Used to be like the standard was 22, right?
Yes.
And then if you felt a little cocky, you gave you do 25.
Yeah, we'll say 22 just to be fair, Lola.
Okay, so it's feasible to do 22 pages versus 48 pages, or some of the people that are doing like 60 and more. Like it's more feasible to do 22 pages, once a month or something like that.
That's some fucking work, man.
It's work though.
Crowdfunded, right? Because you need to give people more value for their money.
Right.
So these books are on average $25, so you got to make them at least 48. Otherwise it's kind of, you know what I mean, Jason?
Yeah, 48 is good. I mean, like said, for the value, because the shipping value alone, like you got to justify that shipping cost. And if you just do a 22-page floppy at a $10 shipping rate, people are going to be like, this is a ripoff. But if you're giving them at least 48 with high quality paper, all these little bonuses or extra stretch goals, they're getting a good deal at that point.
It's the shipping cost. So you can always throw all that shit in the Gemini mailer and pump up the value. You can't do anything about the shipping cost,
Right.
What's the deal with the Gemini mailers? I've heard that name knocked around. What's the deal with those guys, that company?
There's just more. It's more secure to ship a comic in that method. It's really tough to bend those things. So, like, very
is it
rarely.
A specific packaging? When you say Gemini packaging, let's say I'm a layman and I don't know what that means. Like, is that like a plastic seal wrap? Is that like a backing with like a hard back to it? Like, what is a Gemini?
It's like a clamshell. Standard shipping box. The flower is open to put the book in, kind of bend it, and then clamshell around it.
Copy.
Get the book out. I mean, he'll show it. Here you go.
So I'm not going to show the back. The back is totally flat, but like see how it like kind of folds out.
It's nice and protected when they get it.
Yeah. So like you put the comic in there, you fold these down, you fold this in, fold that in, and it's nice. You just tape it in, and dude, this thing is. That's really hard to bend. Now imagine you have a
fucking monster.
Well, not really, but if there's a comic in there, it's even harder. So,
have you got any scratch indents at all for Unhinged?
No, the only thing that I had wrong with mine was like the books themselves had printing issues, like one were ripped or something, and one got lost. I never had a bent or damage.
So they all got there safe.
Yep.
Cool.
Do you pack those, or does the person who's printed? So you order a case of Gemini packings, and then you put the comics in them.
Yeah. That's self-fulfilling. Now I know Malin has Secret Door company or whatever. Where like he'll fulfill for you, so you get everything shipped to him. You send him your mailing list, your backer list. I mean, and then he'll just send them out.
So the Gemini is just the packaging. I thought maybe Gemini might have been like some sort of fulfillment company. Okay.
I don't think they do anything like it. Yeah, but they're worth the value, like the cost. Like they cost a little bit more to get those, but it's worth it in the long run because you'll have less damages and everything like that. So it is advantageous.
Mm-hmm.
Copy.
Which is why we're saying, like once you got the shipping, once you got the box, and you've got the poster size and the cars, it's not a big deal to shove that stuff in there, to increase the value. Because what the bitch is the shipping.
Yeah, the shipping cost.
They also adjust to different sizes, so like you could have a standard comic, and then like you could have like I think it's like a 11. Does it go up to 11 by 14 by 18 poster or something like that?
What, for the Geminis?
Like they adjust with size. So I mean,
So say if I wanted to print Rock and Roll Ninja like the size of a Savage Sword of Conan, like I could get packaging for that.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I'd have to look at the Gemini website to do it, but yeah, they have different sizes and everything.
Okay, cool.
But like the box itself adjusts, like the little clam parts they adjust, and then the outside that flip over, they adjust as well. So like you can have a pretty good size little package there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Crackhead. I dipped out because Frega went live. My apologies, sir. But yeah, he said they were talking about this on his stream. So many projects in CG. And that's that too.
I'm wondering if there's any comic shops who actually do buy the comic shop tiers and these and stock their stores with this stuff. I'm wondering if it's ever happened. They do it?
Yes.
And you've seen it?
I've met many in CG that own comic shops that have bought the comic shop tiers. Yes.
But they're usually comic shop owners that are in CG, though.
Yeah, well, not necessarily. Like we have some local ones that have asked to pick up as well. So,
has someone done that for you, Jason, and picked up in bulk like that?
No, the LCS though they did because I'm friends with him kinda, and he's like, hey, you should bring some books over to and we can maybe sell them. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I just don't know if people would pay $15 for just the book or if they would want all the goodies too. So.
And that actually reminds me to ask you. So you're only doing 2 issues
of this story arc.
Why is it Absolute? So Absolute's going to be a universe, right?
Yes, but no. It's going to be kind of like Sin City, where it's grounded in a small area. It's not going to be like
with different people in different mess around with timelines.
Well, yeah, timeline. Also, like it might have the main guy in the story might have another backstory if I want, or but yeah, it'll mainly just jump with characters.
Are they going to come in 2s always?
No.
All right, so it might be longer the next one, or one shot, or
right. Yeah. Now the next. Well, go ahead.
And then when you're done with all this, how are you going to organize them for reprinting, like an omnibus, like just everything, or are you going to do like particular arcs?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be like maybe like an omnibus in a way if I ever do it though. That's something to think about way farther down the road. Since like I only have the one story out so far. Samurai Priest is the next one that I will do once the Frog G book is finished. But that's the next project. But the Samurai Priest one will be there, and then I got others, more stories down the pipeline for the Absolute. So it'll be a while. But yeah, maybe like a omnibus. I mean, because there's really only a couple books in a chapter, so there's no point in really putting together like a mini trade paperback or something. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so like a thicker omnibus. Maybe like once I do this is like Hellboy, this is the last one. Then yeah.
Okay. And are you just going to be doing Absolute stuff from here on out, or is there another IP that you're going to bring in?
Yeah, Frog G. Frog G's. Frog G's part of the Absolute campaign. But I might have him totally outside of Absolute. I got to shoot.
Frog G, great guy. He's always promoting. What is he doing on this stuff? I always see him everywhere, and I want to know what he's doing.
What do you mean?
Like he's a consumer.
Yeah, he's a
customer.
All the streams, he's always dropping the links. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
What's he doing? Like, what's he doing for you? Like,
what's he doing for me?
Yeah.
Specifically, he backed the tier where you could become a trading card, right? For the thing. So instead of being drawn in, you become a trading card. And I had Inkspots color it and drew it. Once we posted it, dude, that thing took off. That thing went viral practically. It got the most.
You did that one, the where he's standing, that one.
The one where he's like got that light rope thing with the backpack, and he's like in the forest. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one. So, like, that got the most interactions on my Facebook feed, on my Twitter feed, on Instagram, you name it. And Inkspots even said, like, it blew up like crazy. So, we were like, yeah, okay, well, this is obviously something that people like. We asked Frog G if it's cool if we do it. And he's like, yeah, well, you guys can go ahead and do it. Now, since he created it, he's got to get a kickback, in my opinion. So, but,
so that's the whole, like, property you guys are going to do.
Yeah, this is going to be a whole thing. It's going to be so it's mainly going to be Inkspots and me, like, doing the book, and then Frog G will get, like, a small percentage because he created the character.
It's his likeness, his digital likeness.
Yeah, he created the look for the character. Like, he said how he wanted him to look, color scheme, stuff like that. So he created the visual, like, how it looked. I just brought it to life.
So and then like a orangutan AR kind of situation.
Kinda. Only this was actually a real thing. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, in a way. So that's why that's like the next book that I'm going to do is because of the fan base, man. Everybody was wanting it once they saw that card.
Okay. And I was wondering about Frog G, like what his role was other than Ubermod. You know?
Well, and once again, we have yet to establish really anything. Like, I don't know if he's going to be like, hey, I actually want to write this. I mean, I doubt it since, he's a fan. So I don't know fully yet. But I would think he would just want Ink and me to just go ahead and do whatever we do. Obviously, like, hey, man, do you want him to be a necrophile? I'm sure he doesn't. So, he might have some input there. But, you know what I mean? But aside from that, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, that's why he's the next one, and then after that is probably going to be Absolute again. I mean, I do have other ideas, so we'll see what happens. I do want to get the Samurai Priest one done though. That one will be fun to do, and I might draw it in a different style too. We'll see what happens. I did like this question from Legkick about if McFarlane had actually drafted to the Toronto Blue Jays. How would that have affected the comics? That would have affected everything drastically.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, because. It's hard to tell because it's hard to come up with who was the Brave and who was the Indian in that whole situation at Marvel between him and Rob. You know what I mean? Because Rob did go out first, but we don't know how inspired he was by Todd.
Well, you would still have Rob in all of them, I think. But I don't think you would have. You wouldn't have, like, look at what Todd just brought, this weird dynamic to the table.
He brought competition between the three of them, him, Jim, and Rob.
He did. I mean, it's like saying, what if there was no Jim Lee? It's like, well, I still say Mark Silvestri would have happened. These people would have happened.
But
they would have happened, like, separately? Do you think he was, like, the linchpin between them all?
It
sounds like he was the one who was, like, making the calls at night, like, doing the group calls and, like, kind of connecting them all.
Competition he brought. He really was a guy who's very competitive. And if you listen to Rob's podcast, he kind of talks about that, where Todd McFarlane was constantly bringing that, my shit's selling more than yours, mine's doing this, and Jim going, well, fuck you, mine's going to sell more, and then Rob doing, okay, fine, X-Force is going to crush yours. And I think he engendered that very healthy competition that helped them crush it at Marvel. And because they crushed it at Marvel, I think Rob was able to go out on his own and crush it with Youngblood, and because of that, like I said, it was a positive feedback loop. I think maybe it wouldn't have been the same without Todd,
And I want to, real quick, apologize to Lakim for leaving him backstage for I don't know how long.
It's all good. I'm drinking a Guinness. It's all good. How y'all doing?
All right, cool, bro. All right, how about
What's
yourself?
up, Lego?
What's up, lady?
Yeah, here, Secret Door and also Critical Blast has a fulfillment center too. I mean, Todd just had that style though. Like you still would have had these guys, but he just had that flair about him. You
They
know,
have a flair about them.
there's a flair, but yeah,
Panache.
a
I think all the sexy kids, you know, the kids they think it's sexy. Look at the chains, it's sexy. It's all about the kids, you know. The kids like chains. They like chains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
yeah,
the
give me
Aussies
some
doing
change.
it too nice.
I still think John Turturro would be a good Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, you ain't wrong there.
And then maybe Mark Wahlberg for Rob.
Hey, how's your mother doing? Hey.
And then I can't figure out who to play Jim Valentino. Like I've been trying to figure out that one. Like who's the kind of goofy looking dude to play Jim Valentino?
It'd be who is the guy who played the werewolf teacher in Harry Potter, and he was the Ares in the first Wonder Woman.
David Thewlis?
Yeah, maybe him.
Jim Valentino, really?
Put a wig in him. David Tennant. How about David Tennant, the
David
fucking
Tennant.
Doctor Who
Yes.
guy?
Yeah,
It's
kind of tall though.
Grease him up a bit and make him Jim Valentino.
Yeah, give him a little wig, give him a little tan. If they could make fucking what's that Martin guy?
Uh-huh.
What was the Martin guy? They made him Italian in My Blue Heaven, you know.
Oh, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, yeah. If you can make an albino like Steve Martin an Italian, then you know.
You have Christian Bale going, fuck that! I'll cut off my nose and gain 50,000 pounds, and I'll do it. Danny DeVito with a wig, that's pretty good. Danny DeVito with a wig is Jim Valentino.
I can kind of see it.
Oh yes. Do you need the wig? It's just a young Danny DeVito.
Joe Pesci is Jim Valentino.
These are good. I actually like these. You just gotta round it up a bit.
Danny DeVito, yeah.
What about George the Animal Steel as Jim Valentino?
I didn't see Crackhead. I'm sorry, man.
George the Animal Steel.
Remember, he was the wrestler who would come out and eat the turnbuckles and shit.
Yeah, I just can't remember what he looked like.
He's hairy and short.
Is that what you're talking
Is he big for Jim Valentino?
Yeah, whenever I think of Jim Valentino, I think of a weird troll kind of guy. Short, squat, almost Neanderthal.
No, that should be Eric Larson, Jim, the Animal Steel.
Forget about it.
Eric Larson.
I mean, who Eric Larson? Who would play him? So
maybe that's why.
Somebody with alopecia or something.
Somebody with a really big head, a big round head, huge. It'd be like Nicolas Cage with a shaved head.
Maybe if it was
shaved eyebrows. I'm sorry.
What's his name? The guy who played Marcellus Wallace. What's his name?
Marcellus Wallace. Vin Rames.
Ving Rhames?
Make him white,
Make him white.
Yes.
Larson. So I was thinking of Ving Rhames with that big old dome he's got. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he does. He's got the dome.
I'm thinking, okay, that's got a kind of Eric Larson dome. Just make it,
Eric Larson, Gary Busey.
You remember when they picked up Eddie Murphy Saturday Night Live and made him a white dude?
Someone who doesn't know how to hold a pencil. Apparently, I hold a pencil weird. I didn't even know that.
John Malkovich, that's a good one.
I've seen him draw at New York Comic Con, and it is fucking weird.
Who?
Like this.
Larson?
Yeah, he draws like this. This is how
that dude is weird in everything he does.
I hold my pencil weird. I hold it like this.
It's like he's.
I don't know why.
It's like he's holding it
weird.
as if somebody else is holding it and he's watching it. You know what I mean? It's fucking left-handed, but he's doing it right-handed, and it's it's what the fuck? But it's amazing. You know what I mean? You're just he just has this Sharpie marker, and he's able to use the tip, then fucking slide it to the side and use the whole side of it to create a thicker line. I mean, it's some wizard shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you start watching them. I mean, it's fucking Savage Dragons or whatever, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked his early Savage Dragon stuff.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I liked him as a cop.
Yeah. Well, I also
Is he not a
Larson
cop
does
anymore?
draw some of the best Knuckles, like in
Yes.
anyone in
Yes,
comics.
he does.
It's
Is he
crazy.
not a cop anymore? The Savage
Dude, I
Dragon?
don't think he's been a cop for like 10
For
years or
years.
something.
Well, it's not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
him anymore. It's his son.
Holy shit.
It's
That's-
Malcolm. Yeah. Welcome, friend.
Okay, that's what
Is
he
it
said.
Dan?
Oh,
That's
hello.
Plegel. That's the Plegel friend.
Dan.
What about David Ketchner?
New
as
friend,
Larson?
friends.
Who?
David Ketchner.
As who?
You ever seen the movie Anchorman?
Yeah, but as who? Who are you
Oh,
trying to
as Larson.
David Kench? Which one? Oh, I know.
Oh, he plays a whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Okay. How about Mark Sylvester? Gotta be somebody kind of cool.
Do you need somebody like 12 feet tall? He's a big
But
dude,
all actor short, like they make him Tom Cruise,
and he's got to be like swinging. I heard he's got the hammer.
Patrick Swayze.
No,
William
actually, he's
Dafoe.
dead. No, Mark Silvestri. I heard he's got the hammer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't in those circles, dude. I don't know where you're getting that one.
I hear things, man.
Diamond Phillips is Los Portasio.
I think that's information none of us ever needed to know.
I hear things.
Like he had like a whole like porn career before he
I didn't see
started
things. I said I heard
comic
things.
book-
I mean,
I heard things
Sylvester
through
I heard
doors
things.
because
I
I
heard
was
things.
hiding in the closet. Yeah, I heard things.
Stallone can have that career, prior than Mike.
hey, Mike McMahon, what's going on, man? Yeah. So that was a odd conversation there.
Which one? Like
You took it there. You're
I didn't
the
take it to the
brother.
movies. I didn't take it to the movies. You guys.
Well,
took
it's
it
like
to
I
the
heard
movies.
things. He's got the bing,
Oh,
ding, ding.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's not weird.
No.
Mm-mm.
Tom Cruise is Jim Lee.
I love Tom Cruise, man. He's good stuff.
That's funny though.
He was short, so there you go. This dude said Tom Cruise is Jim Lee.
That's
Tom
good.
Cruise is crazy. He's like a freaking weirdo.
Well, I did get a letter from the Church of Scientology today, so
Did you really?
maybe he's tracking me.
Got a little
Was it signed by Tom Cruise?
I don't know. It was handwritten though. It was like a straight up letter.
It's
They
like,
really
stop
want you.
stalking us.
Please leave
I'll
us
never take a
alone.
personality test from the Church of Scientology, even if it's a goof.
Stop defecating on our front door. Sign Church of Scientology.
I am from LA. I am from the capital.
So he's full on Incredible Comics, right? Like who do you?
Dan?
No, Will
Oh,
Spertazio.
damn.
Yeah, Frege.
I don't know. You switch gears, man. It's getting late, so like my brain doesn't do that. It's not as nimble at this time.
It's like what 9 o'clock for you?
Frega's doing Superman?
No,
Yes, he did. Once they lost him.
he did. Yeah, they lost the comic. But, like he lost my sniper piece. We'll avoid that subject.
What a shame.
What a shame.
So what do you ask? What do you want to know?
No,
What the
like
fuck?
Frege is full on in Incredible Comics, right? Like,
Yep.
like as of June, like he's full force hitting it. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
He has
'cause-
now been nailed to the martyrdom of
Well,
quitting everything.
now that,
else.
well, as you say, that's more work for you now, right?
Oh yeah. In addition to the thing I won't tell you about that I keep teasing you,
Yeah. Well, you talk about something, but I can't talk about it.
you know,
You know,
that you're like, I'll get hit.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
right?
Every time this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
I'll give you a hint. The guy who's creating that book, he's going to be on Dan's stream drawing with him. So it'll be one of those guys.
Wow.
That's not really a hint because it could literally be anybody that we haven't seen on his stream yet.
He's been on it before.
Oh, shut your
Wow.
mouth.
So I'll leave it to you to guess when you think who it is.
Yeah, Crackhead, we can talk about it on Thursday if you want. If you can remember. No, I'm not going to guess who it is. I'm not going to guess who it is because it's irrelevant. It could be, there's so many artists that have been on his stream that there's no point.
It is an amazing.
Shut your mouth.
It's
Yeah.
an amazing artist.
They're all amazing.
Yeah, but there's tiers of amazing.
So then what tier of amazing is he to you?
Top tier?
Top tier might not be top tier to me what it is to you.
It is to you.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
Well, at least I know it's not Sam Keith. Thank you.
Well, if it was that, I probably would have told you in private right there.
Like, I would have spilled that in the beans a long time ago.
Just because I want to be a nice dude.
Can I take a guess?
Go for it.
I can't remember his name right now, but he is currently on Venom.
Are you talking about Stegman?
Okay, so I'll take that as a no.
No, shit. If that guy was in CG, that'd be a big deal, man.
That would be a big deal. But he was on his stream. He was on his stream once.
Maybe twice, maybe 3 times.
Stegman? No, Stegman. Stegman was on his stream.
Oh yeah, Stegman, you interviewed him, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good. That was back in the day, though. That was before.
I don't think Stegman's going anywhere, though. I don't think he's leaving Marvel.
No, I don't see why he would.
Unless he's forced to, because everybody's being unemployed now.
Right.
That's inevitably going to happen. That's why this year's going to be kind of interesting with
Plegel.
With Ma Bell vivisecting DC and Marvel kind of dying. It's going to be interesting to see who comes around, right, and has a little cup.
And you confirmed it, Will, that Incredible Comics is working with the Church of Scientology.
Yes.
Yes. Confirmed. We got the scoop.
Yes.
I am not coy with Wolverine. I am quite direct.
Their money's green, right?
Yeah, money's money, man. You know, take it.
Scientology came to me and was like, "We want you to do a comic book," and I was like, "I don't want to do that shit." And then I would just throw them a number just to like get them to leave me alone, and they said yes. I mean, that'd be the number.
Like I said, you know, I keep hearing people say like I could never sell out. It's like no, everybody has a number.
I could. I got an idea for a pool. I want to get a pool. There's there's all kinds of shit. Like the garage. I want to convert that into a fucking addition to the living room. I mean, exactly. I want to sell the fuck out.
Everybody's got a number.
Like Snoop Dogg when he's like, "I'm never leaving Long Beach. Fuck that." And then he ends up in Arizona. That fucker was gone. As soon as he had some money, he's gone.
Look, I'm not saying it's like I'm not saying I want to like line up for a glory hole, but I'm. Well,
wait a minute. Let's not rule things out. Right?
I'm just saying there's certain things I won't do, but I'm not saying other people will, and I'm not judging them if they want to get in the barrel. But I'm just saying that's not I don't think MCU or DC will die. I just think they're gonna morph into something totally I don't know what word I'm looking for here. Unrecognizable from what it is today.
I mean, you got to remember that these are just small divisions of gargantuan corporations now.
Exactly.
It's not like we tend to see them as all-encompassing, but if you really zoom out to 1,000 feet, you'll see that they're just they're a rounding error. Especially DC Comics is a rounding error for Ma Bell.
Right.
So they're like, fuck it. That's why they're selling them all.
Ma Bell. I got the ill communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rounding error, and now the MCU is not making what it used to make, and you saw that with the Eternals. That shit's going downhill. Jason, you can't keep up a business model where every film has to make $1 billion to break even.
Well, not only that, it's eventually they're going to cater to the SJW woke crowd, and it's just going to tank anyway because they're catering to people who don't watch or buy their product. So,
or they cater to China.
Or they cater, and even still, I mean, that's
little China.
They don't really watch half of it anyway either. So.
Yeah, that's why it's so bland, a lot of it, because they've got to make it worldwide appealing.
Yeah, so it's not going to die. It's just going to change and distort and become mutated into something totally freakish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's something that we don't want, and that a lot of people don't want, actually. So, I buy comics still because of the artists. I really like the artwork. I like Chris Bacallo. I'll buy Spider-Man anytime he draws it, or Doctor Strange anytime he draws. I love his work. I don't care who he's drawing. Just same thing with like David Finch. I'll buy whatever he's doing almost because I love his work.
I can see Generation X, Chris Pachalo stuff in your work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bacalo's awesome, man.
But his old school stuff, you remind me of.
Thanks, man. Christopher John has a big Bacalo style. Bacalo and Simonson with a little Madureira in there too.
Well, yeah, I see Madureira in there in Christopher John.
Yeah.
I don't know if I see old school Pachalo in there though.
There's if you look at his stuff, you'll see it. You'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I see it. I don't know about old school, but you'll see some influence there.
But you know what I'm talking about? That #1 Generation X issue.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. I love that comic. I have it somewhere.
That's more closer to your stuff.
Yeah, dude, I love that book. Didn't T. Bear ink him back then?
Maybe, but that was a huge book. But again, remember with all foil, foil stamp and everything?
Yeah, I think it was beautiful, man.
Yeah, he was a...
I couldn't get in the Eternals. Did I freeze? Or did Will freeze?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought you got cut off.
No, I'm just answering the text. Sorry.
How dare you? In the middle of my stream. In the middle, once again.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
Time.
Once again.
Is that a clip from a professional?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Shane Davis has everyone, so I couldn't take the everyone one. So I was like, Shane
Did you ever see that deep fake of Jim Carrey they did where it's basically perfect and it's like Jim Carrey doing that whole scene?
No.
It's pretty eerie.
I have to watch that now.
Yeah, it's like they mapped up Jim Carrey and it's him basically doing that section where they go in and murder the family. And it's perfect.
I'll have to check it out.
You know,
Morbius, I haven't seen a trailer on.
Did that movie even come out?
Who knows when. And Eternals, I didn't care about the Eternals as a comic. I don't really care for the movie.
It's a filler movie.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I hope it's good. You know what I mean? You know, I don't want it to be a fucking total shitstorm, but
well, nobody wants it to be that.
No,
but I just don't have like the dying
good,
urge to see it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you see it just out of good faith, or has like the Marvel TV shows kind of drained you of it?
See it. I just want them to explain why the most powerful beings in the universe were sitting back while everything happened.
Yeah.
So I just want to see it for that reason.
I haven't seen shit since the Phase 1.5. So what are they on now? Like Phase 19?
They're on Phase 5.
Yeah, and then that shit.
Like, I mean, with anything, I mean, there's hits and misses.
The demo is so weighed down in debt. I don't see how they can continue this.
Endgame pretty much took care of it. Like, there's almost no reason to continue any of it. But
I will tell you, a slept-on movie was the New Mutants. That was a real good fucking movie, but it was not promoted. I guess it was because it was during the time of the Fox merger.
Well, it also happened when COVID hit. Right when COVID hit, New Mutants happened.
But that movie's good, at least in my opinion. You know,
I saw it too, dude. When she armored up, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Ilyana was the best part of that movie, and if they pushed that horror element, if they made that thing full on horror, that would have been beautiful. That movie would have been perfection. Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. You know what I mean? It was
better than Miss Marvel, and Miss Marvel got more promo.
It was better than Miss Marvel.
So the New Mutants actually came out?
Yeah, it came out. We saw it in theaters. It came out like towards right before COVID shutdown happened is when it came out almost. Or is it like right after everything's kind of I don't know, but yeah. It didn't do well.
But isn't that a pretty low bar that you're setting by saying it was better than Miss Marvel?
Well, no. Miss
cool
Marvel is so low that anything is better than it. You know what I mean? So
right, that's what I'm saying.
Welcome, Frankie Knows. Hey,
no see.
Yeah, I haven't seen Frankie in a while.
What's up, Frankie?
Hey.
I haven't seen the Super Tardamella brothers in a minute.
Well, I try to get over to Vinny's channel. I just tend to be on work or in someone else's stream whenever he's going. So
are you going to include the pigeon in the Frog G book?
The pigeon is something everyone's got to talk about. That's That's a serious concept there, my friend.
I mean, Prodigy needs a villain, or he needs a sidekick.
Well, we're Inkspots and I kind of tossed around an idea, either a snake. I sketched up a snake real quick, or a fly, like a snake, and then the fly is like his henchman, kind of main henchman guy or something like that. So yeah, so we got ideas going. It's not going to be for a while. So I have Absolute 2. He's got Ink Slayer coming up. Plus he's still coloring books. So it won't be till like next year, and who knows when next year. So. But it'll be cool, man.
Hopefully, we don't have like a market crash and like we don't become like Weimar Germany, where people got to carry like a truck to buy our book, like a truck full of currency to buy one of our books.
Do you have HBO Max, Will?
100 million. What?
Do you have HBO Max?
No, I don't have anything.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I think they're saying New Mutants is on HBO Max.
Thank you, folks.
Yeah.
But that'd be kind of funny. It would take like $1 billion bill to buy like Black Flag number 3.
Yeah, who knows? With the way the currency's going these days, you never know.
I have to trade you a cow for Black Flag.
Hey, at least you can eat
a squirrel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Squirrel. I mean, come on, it's worth at least 4 squirrels.
Well, you take the squirrel, you skin it, and then you fricassee it, and then you got to decide what you want to serve it with a white, with red wine or white.
Hey, Sheila, what's going on?
How about none? Ew.
Oh, Lola, you're from the South. Come on.
No, bro.
She doesn't eat things you can hit with your car.
You guys have never trapped in hunting?
Nah, like I grew up around hunters, but like roadkill's not on the menu.
That's a hillbilly thing.
No, yeah, she won't eat roadkill or things you can hit with your car. She won't eat that. But we did suggest plenty of things that you could hit with your car. If you try hard enough.
Prior that Lola is a country girl. She's not a hillbilly.
Right.
Am I correct, Lola?
Correct.
Okay. Which is, to me, much better.
All right, later, Wolverine.
I have standards, okay? I have standards when it comes to certain things.
Have you actually ever dated a hillbilly?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, kinda. I mean, we've got him in the family, so.
Oh, I should say Leroy.
I said dated. You said got him in the family. What?
Yeah, we don't date family.
Huh?
I
mean that. Okay, I just stuck my foot in my mouth.
Exactly. The confusion there, like
Lola, I have a question.
What?
How many gummies?
9.
Yeah, you're not a very good liar.
No, I didn't have any tonight. I didn't have any tonight.
All right. How many beverages?
I just took the link. Beverages? You said take the link when I was given
the
link.
Always take the link.
How much have you had to drink?
Huh?
How much you had to drink?
I haven't had anything to drink.
So you're completely lucid.
I'm completely sober tonight.
Oh.
That's why you're acting so weird.
She's just bubbly.
She's just acting weird because she's sober.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Totally normal.
Yeah. What is this?
I'm gonna kick myself now.
No, but yeah, like I don't know. When it comes to the movies, I mean, as a comic fan, I used to see, but I just never caught like the Eternals. If it came out during the peak of like everything, I'd probably still wait till DVD, or I'd see it on like a Monday matinee or something. I wouldn't pay full price because I didn't care about the Eternals. Guardians of the Galaxy, I collected them when Jim Valentino did them, so I was like, yeah, I want to watch that. But so yeah, but. Yeah, I just don't care about the Eternals. There's a lot of movies coming out. Like what's the Kung Fu one?
That looks kind of cool. Are you not interested?
I like Kung Fu movies, but like even Iron Fist, I was never a fan of. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
like that's something like I said, like a matinee or even like DVD or Netflix.
It's like I have a couple of old issues in my collection, You know, so it's like I know who the character is, but I'm letting them show me a different area of the MCU. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna smoke a bowl, get some popcorn, sit down, and fucking show me what you got. You know?
Yeah.
You know, you're finally going to show me the 10 rings. You're finally going to show me the fucking Mandarin. Like, that's kind of fucking cool. Like,
yeah, but if they had done the Mandarin right in the Iron Man 3 anyway, it would have. They could have. Oh man, that was just torture. And if they had done it right then and there, they wouldn't have to have worried about it. You know,
They started out good though. It started out good.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is kind of cool.
yeah, it was kind of cool. I was like, damn, this shit's fucking gnarly, man.
Yeah, this guy's brutal.
Deep, man.
Shang-Chi, yeah, that's it. But yeah, I like the fake Mandarin they had. I thought he was awesome. I'm like, oh, then you guys just ruin everything.
Was it played by Nicolas Cage?
Scratching at the door.
Scratching at the door.
You guys
Scratching at the door.
Yeah, there you go. I can't do his hype.
Scratching at the door.
They're reaching, but they're trying to capture the Guardians of the Galaxy phenomenon. They're trying to get no-name characters and make them like these big hits. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I thought they were kind of doing that with their TV stuff. I mean, for a minute when they were doing Defenders and Iron Fist and Daredevil, it seemed to me that was a good medium to try out the lower level guys, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool idea. I was like, oh, that's interesting that they're going to kind of use TV to sort of do where they can kind of try out characters without spending big money, right? And it seemed like that's what they were doing for a while. They were going to have their own like TV universe. And I was like, this is cool. I like this.
Yeah.
And then it went away.
Yeah, it was a good concept. Like I did like the guy that played Daredevil. I thought that was good. Punisher, I thought that was good. You know, I didn't. Jessica Jones was like good for Jessica Jones. I thought.
And they had the Punisher on there too.
Yeah, Luke Cage was okay. I mean, the guy that played him did a good job. But yeah, it just all fell apart though. It was like, why? You guys had such a perfect thing here. You could have introduced new characters through this, like catapulted them into the movies. I don't know. That's what everybody thought. But then also, you know, the buyout happened, and so they abandoned Netflix, and there's no way they're going to put Daredevil and Punisher on Disney Plus. So, or any of them really. So yeah, it died.
Yeah, that was a shame.
It was a shame.
Because Daredevil was like the only Marvel thing that I was really into.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really, they did a good job.
Had a great look.
Electra was hot. Electra was hot.
She didn't look too Greek. But yeah,
who cares? She was still hot.
But you could tell Frank Miller really loves that character, you know?
Yeah. Shot in the 80s, dark lighting style. I mean, yeah, they're not going to put everything in common in today's times. They're not going to.
That's what I thought was cool about that Ant-Man movie was like, yeah, they got Paul Rudd as, you know, the present day, but then they were showing footage of like a 60s Ant-Man.
Yeah,
you know,
that was
with
cool.
like I was like, I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I kind of want to see like this like 60s fucking like Marvel, you know, where they could start to go back and fill in the spaces and start filling in the gaps.
They kind of keep that, which I thought was kind of cool, but I thought the movie just wasn't executed well. I don't think this guy who directed it is very good with pacing. But X-Men First Class had a kind of cool idea there. But just that guy Matthew Vaughn just doesn't know how to pace a movie. His movies are fucking long and boring.
Yeah, Frankie knows it's going to come down to the writing and everything. Yeah, because they're lesser known. You're right.
I think he also did Kick-Ass, and that movie's long and boring too. And it's like, this dude does not know how to pace a movie.
Yeah, there's parts of Kick-Ass that I thought looked a little fucking cheesy. You know, that I thought was like I didn't like the cinematography of it. You know,
it's long. It's like, dude, you need to shorten these things. And then First Class, I thought had that was cool. That was cool. The whole like kind of 60s nuclear confrontation flavor between and Bay of Pigs kind of thing it had going. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yep.
It was great in it.
Hey,
Yeah, no.
remind me. First Class was the one where they were like younger, right?
Yeah, it was with
Yeah.
Fassbender and what's the other gentleman's name?
Yeah, I remember that one.
James McAvoy.
Yeah,
James
yeah,
McAvoy.
James Mac. They had Banshee in it. They
Yeah.
had Nightcrawler's dad in it. That fucking red dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Azrael.
That's real, yeah.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, I don't even think he says anything.
No, he doesn't really.
I mean, it's kind of like I think
The whole Hellfire Club kind
Yeah.
of thing is in there.
that was cool.
They were going to the
I think it
gala.
was cool in that one.
Yeah, Leg Kick says Iron Fist was not good. I agree, that was a waste. Jessica Jones was annoying, but I thought it was fitting to the character. But yeah, Punisher went woke. I don't in the second season.
Is that the Breaking Bad chick that was in Jessica Jones?
The what bad chick?
That chick from Breaking Bad, the one that was
I didn't watch Breaking Bad.
okay.
You're talking about Ritter. I can't remember her first name, but her last name's Ritter.
Yeah,
Okay.
Apex, that would be cool.
I liked her. I liked her whole kind of story arc, you know, of like trying to be a superhero and then getting caught by
Yeah.
this fucking psychopath that like turned her into a sex
was cool.
slave. That was
Yeah.
like gnarly. The whole Purple Man thing. I was like, wow, this
Yeah,
is
that-
fucking deep. Like,
But-
no wonder she's a complete like alcoholic. Like,
Yeah, see, like before like I don't even know if this was before it came, but my friend and I had an idea. Like, you know, what if you could control people and if you had superpowers, you had the ability to telepathy, you would not use it for good. You would be a horrible, vindictive person. Like, you would just use it for evil. You would.
unless
you
you were a
use it-
good old country boy from Kansas, then you'd fucking be the best of them.
I guess so. Yeah. But yeah. But the other thing they should have done was they should have somehow tied these into comics, and it could have helped generate income and boost sales. They just twisted it and took the comics and made them different. They went the opposite way.
Ooh, yeah, they could have like revealed a comic book, like they could have revealed a costume change with the comic book with the movie. You know what I mean? Like the
Or something
movie,
like that, yeah.
you know,
Like tie it in somehow, or like have it like kind of sequel into another one, but not like it's kind of an alternate, like a side quest story, or like you said, a costume change. Like if they integrated
that's
them
pretty
into
shallow, but yeah, something cool.
right. But yeah, you see what I'm saying though. Like it kind of to integrate them into that storylines. You could have boosted sales, but that's what they were hoping to do in the first place. Was like, hey, we could boost, and they didn't though. They didn't. It wasn't a good strategy. They just put the movies out. People were like,
But
oh,
they
I just
don't
watched the
care
movie.
about sales. That's the point. They hate
That is the
capitalism.
point. Yeah,
Like,
that is the point too.
fuck making money, right?
Yeah. Well,
No, there are stockholders. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
well,
Those
that's what
people
they
on the
care
boards
about.
are trying to make their paper. You know.
They care about debt and artificially inflating their stock prices. That's what they care about. Because they want to reward the shareholders, not the consumer nor the employees, for that matter.
So I wonder where's the problem then? Like it's probably not the top people. The very top people probably don't give a fuck. They just want the numbers. You know, they're just like just make the bottom line as high as
they're
possible.
beholden to the
So
shareholders.
maybe it's not quite middle management. It's like just above middle management that's like pushing some of the weird shit. You know,
Middle management always pushes the weird shit. Middle management is always a problem in any company. You know,
yeah.
it's kind of what is closest to the employee pool, and so you're going to get those. You're going to get the the commissars in there. You know,
Yeah, the little gatekeepers and the weird little editors, people who've like kind of moved up.
Yeah, they're always attracted to those positions.
but it also does take those bigger number guys to be like, look, our numbers aren't what they should be. What's going on down here? Like, but they're not interfering. They just don't care anymore because they just want money either which way.
But also, you got to remember, Jason, it's not necessarily money. It's these people that they're weighed down in debt. They're taking on a lot of debt. You know what I mean, to keep them up. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily the money they're making. Sure, it's like the U.S. government, right? It's like, how much of your fucking tax do you think pays for anything? Nothing. They print money. They turn on the money hose.
Right.
Like, there's not enough money. There's not enough money in the United States in collected wealth to pay for our to pay the national debt, right?
Right.
Like taxes are just a control mechanism, really.
You get to
You know,
drink from the fire hose. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that movie's on Amazon.
Of course it is, dude. That shit is awesome. Oh God, I got a new mop. I got a new mop. Oh, can I do a TV show with my mop?
Oh, such a great movie.
The way he would do that shit always made me laugh. And his little, like, I don't know, his little punctuations.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I think that movie does contain one of those break your brain moments. You know what I'm talking about? Where, like, you have that scene where they're doing Conan the Librarian. The guy's like, "Hey, these are a little late." And he's like, "Bleh!" He just cuts them in half.
Don't forget the doing Dunsville system.
I remember I was a kid and I saw that. I remember I saw the Gandhi 2 trailer and I was like, I hope is this like a real thing? I want to see Gandhi 1. And I didn't know who Gandhi was.
Plegel wants to know if you're doxing his financials, Will.
Yes, I am.
Okay, there you go.
Always.
Yeah.
Like, here's Dan Plegel's number.
Hello, Plegel. How you doing?
You're still driving your tow truck.
Is he driving the tow truck right now?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
He'd be streaming.
Hey, buddy, be safe, little buddy.
Yeah, Dan Plegel.
I still don't know if there was a body in the car that he had the other night.
Well, obviously not, because he's here.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean there couldn't have been a body.
Although that could possibly not be him, and somebody's just using his stream, his YouTube, and chatting to hide the fact that he's missing.
He's wearing his skin.
He's wearing his skin, dancing in fields.
Yeah, that's what happens, man, when you're like, towing rainbow leprechauns high on barbiturates down the 405, right? They're gonna want to eat you.
And Rob Liefeld.
And Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
Got quiet there for a second.
Somebody yawned in the other room.
I thought that was Lola yawning.
No, that was somebody in the other room.
I did go get a drink though. I got
How
a
dare
drink
you, Lola?
just for you, Will.
Lola, you killed the stream.
What kind of drink?
It's Gentleman Jack and Cherry Coke.
Damn. Lola's not messing around.
She ain't messing
No,
around.
I don't do beer and all that stuff. Like I'm hard liquor all the way.
Yeah, it's a nightcap. You can have a nightcap.
Years. Dan Plegel says years. I don't know what that means, Plegel.
Dan Plegel's a weird dude.
I should say Dan Plegel. Because we don't know if it's him. Yeah, we don't know if it's him.
There's another quote.
He says it's Robert Patrick.
The so-called Dan.
The so-called Dan Plegel.
What was his name in that movie? Like, Shang Tsung or some shit?
Shang Tsung. That's Mortal Kombat.
I know, but he had like a Chinese name or something. He's like this white dude walking around.
Your asshole is mine.
I don't think there's a line.
Oh.
It's close, but that's not the line.
Yeah, I got a legit question.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I'm not a Marvel person? I prefer DC.
Get the fuck out of here, Jesus Christ.
Matt, do you want me to kick her? Is that what you're saying?
Get the fuck out of here.
There you go. She's gone. She's gone.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. You're back, Lola.
How dare you, Matt?
How dare you?
I'm totally joking. Let me smoke a little. I'm totally joking.
She's gonna go put her pigtails up, and then she's gonna go, "How dare you?"
As a kid, I was all deep into Marvel as a
Batman
kid.
come after your ass.
Yeah, I was big into Marvel as well. DC didn't come until later.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not that old though.
You're like what? Early 30s. She's in her early 30s.
I'm 34.
I was being okay.
34.
Yeah, I'm 34.
Holy moly!
She's a 13-year-old boy.
But I didn't get introduced to comics until I was like 18. So.
And how did that happen?
My significant other.
And they said, "Here, just read this."
Well, I mean, yeah, pretty
They're
much.
probably laying around the house.
They're laying around the house.
We'll
That's
go
how
with
my
that.
wife picked them up. That's how my wife picked up comic books. They were just like laying around the house, so she started kind of randomly picking them up and reading them.
some of our first dates was us going to the comic shop.
Oh.
Like we'd go get Japanese food when we go to the comic shop, and I would go in and I would find stuff that I enjoyed. You know,
That's what
that
gets them
was,
moist.
you know. Do what?
I said that's what gets them moist.
Well, yeah. It's like, hell yeah. Take me to the comic shop. And it just became our thing. Like once a week we'd have a date and we'd go get Japanese food, we'd go to the comic shop.
The vet gets them wet.
Cheers.
It's a total.
That's probably a pickup line like, hey, I know how to groom dogs, baby girl.
In fact, it doesn't even have to be great. We're not talking about that, right?
So you guys were big True Romance fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love True Romance.
The Lola, cause C-U-Z, it sounds like how Clarence in Alabama met.
True Romance.
Yeah, True Romance, yeah. Yeah, that is how they met. Yeah.
Well,
no, technically no. I mean, she got hired as a prostitute. Yeah, so I mean, but you know, apples and oranges, Plegel. Yeah. Prostitute, comic book.
Yeah, I was about
sure.
to say you saying Lola was a hired prostitute that fell in love with a John.
Yeah.
I didn't. No, see, I didn't go there.
Well,
this is my first date.
Lola has never sold it, so cheers to that.
Yes, cheers to that, Lola. I have, but that's beside the point.
Mm-hmm.
Will disappeared. Will's like, nope, I'm out of that note.
He's still
sorry.
here.
I had to let the pussy out the door.
True. I got to get the clip of It Ain't White Boy Day. I got to clip that.
Yeah, white boy.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
I got to
pretty.
clip that for my stream. Yeah.
I ain't as pretty as a pair of titties.
Clarence Worley.
Oh, it's such a great. He's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Yeah, that's a great.
Have any of y'all ever taken a date to the comic shop?
Never.
I've taken girlfriends to the comic shop.
Never. Now I think about it, never.
I mean,
Afterwards, after I've already smashed the puss,
there
then
you
I'll
go.
take him to the comic book store. I'm not going to take it to him before.
Yeah, that's smart.
Is that like a hidden thing? Like we can't reveal that we do this until after we get laid?
Well,
Yeah.
this is because this is like, I mean, when I was dating, this is like, you know, late 90s, you know what I mean? So
Like 1890s?
Yes, the Victorian era. I was like,
He's
madam,
that old. Yes.
show me your ankle, madam.
He was
and I
taking
will
them to-
show
yes.
you this lithograph.
And I will take her to go by Yellow Kid. Yes.
Your father says he wants a goat. I have that for him.
Did they? What do they call them? They put you in a binding bag when you went to go like call on her once.
Yes, but it's still like a good rubbing, anyways.
It's a fun date though. Like if you take them to get sushi and then you go and you go to the comic shop and she finds something she likes and you pick it up for her and she enjoys it.
Do you really enjoy sushi?
Yes, I do.
Lola. The women I've dated, they don't read. They don't know how to read. Okay?
So you
The
date
comic shop is
bimbos.
pointless.
So you date bimbos.
No, I date hot chicks, okay?
I've all dated Lola have been fallacious whores.
You look, women can be fallacious whores as well as well-read readers.
No,
Usually the hotter they are, the less they read.
they can't look up, Lola.
Yeah.
Do what?
They don't look up.
I mean, women can multitask, right?
Not these ones. No. As we listen to.
Actually,
But those
no.
aren't keepers, right? Those are ones
No,
that you just
I-
make and throw back.
I actually dated chicks that were into comics and stuff like that. I just messing around, but
I don't think I ever have.
I have, yeah.
Never.
But that's how I got introduced to comics, and like I found stuff that I liked. I found stuff I didn't like. Like, there's a whole range for everyone. Comics are for everyone.
Comics
are for
everyone.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, like my one ex, she got me the DC collectibles Batman Black and White Jim Lee Joker for Christmas. So yeah, so that's why it's good to date a chick who's into comics, because they sometimes have good taste. It was second edition, but that's beside the point. Whatever, semantics.
Like, I learned that I'm not really a cape and cow girl, right? Like, I'm not really into the whole superhero thing, but I like the indie stuff. I like the odd stuff, the obscure stuff, that it's just kind of dark and weird. And I tried Saga for a bit, and then it just got too woke for me, but...
Have you read Rumble?
Who did that?
I don't know. I don't remember the guy's name.
I've read a lot of Hellboy, BPRD. I like anything by Mike Mignola.
The guys that did Rumble have done some of the Abe Sapien stuff.
Right.
So it's top quality artwork, but it's like ancient barbarians and like barbarian swords, and like the spirit of the barbarian is like here in the present, but it's like stuck in a scarecrow, and there's like demons and shit. I mean, it looks really cool. Rumble.
I'm glad Apex said has and not gives. So thank you for that.
I mean, my head game is on point, so...
Well, there you go. You heard it from the source.
What game?
My head game.
The art in Saga was crap. Plegel says.
Yeah, I wasn't too much a fan of the art as much as I was the storyline, but then the storyline started veering off too much, and it got too stupid. I was like, yeah, this is ridiculous. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, a lot of the guys at the comic shop are like, yeah, get Saga, it's cool. I never got it.
You're like, yeah, fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah.
But I like a lot of Dark Horse stuff, so...
Like The Mask?
Sin City?
Yeah, Sin City was good.
And the movie stuff?
Huh?
Like Aliens and Predator?
Yeah.
I do like when comics can be used as like limitless budget movies. You know what I mean? Where it's like that's where you can tell a story and you don't have to worry about the budget. You can just make it as cool and as wild as you want. You know, I kind of like that about the comic books. Like, it doesn't have to be superheroes. It could be anything. You know, it's like movies. Like there's not just superhero movies. There's fucking horror movies and westerns and love movies and fucking rom-coms and shit. It could be the same with comics.
Well, it is the same. Dark Horse is that they would do, because up to that point, before Dark Horse was doing it, movie adaptations were crap and they were always shitty. And then Dark Horse comes out and says, hey, no, let's make a serious extended universe out of all these franchises. And they did cool shit, like with Predator and Terminator. And they were even the first ones to start doing Star Wars comics, remember?
Yeah. Dark Empire and stuff.
Yeah. And they were good, like the Cam Kennedy.
Yeah.
And The Thing, they did The Thing as well. They did a great sequel to The Thing. Do you remember that one?
Plegel, I do remember that. He was like busting out of the eyeglasses. He was wearing like sunglasses on the cover, and there was like tentacles shooting out.
Yeah.
It's called like Climate of Fear or something like that. But that was cool because again, it's like they can't make a sequel. Too much red tape. So why not do it in the comic?
See, Plegel, I have that, but I got it because the cover looked really cool.
What's that?
The Aliens, Marvel's Aliens, Marvel Comics.
Did the first one?
Yeah, this is the first one. But Plegel's saying it's real boring. I haven't read it. I just like the artwork. The cover.
I mean, Force had that license for how long? Like practically 30 years.
Yeah.
This was really good. If anybody could find the trade paperback to Kanto, it's really cool. Little night guy. Yeah. It's so shiny. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
About rape, so I think it's out of Marble Valley.
You can't see any of this because I'm not making myself big. But anyway. Okay.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it. You're right.
How
Although
long,
I do have the Bacalo Spider-Man. See?
how long are you going tonight, Jason?
Not long. I'm not going to 3 a.m. like Lola wants to do, or like 4 a.m. But,
It's funny, she's taking the night off, yet she's like on your stream.
yeah.
Yeah, that's because
Right
I
now
can like jump out whenever I need to.
Yeah, right now she'd start streaming actually. So
She doesn't have to prepare her stack of stuff.
yeah, her articles.
Yeah.
I would
Now,
like to
I
see.
got a question. Do any of y'all read manga?
No.
No.
Like that's a bad word, right? In the comic world.
No,
not
I read
really.
some.
wouldn't
I
say
read. I'm
really,
an
but-
elitist though. I read
that
some, but it
sucks.
has to be at the fucking. It has to be like the top.
Yeah, because most of it is shit.
Yeah.
What do you read?
See if Facebook's working.
Me?
I read Akira. I read Appleseed.
Yep.
Tank
Angel?
Police, all that. Yeah, Battle Angel, Alita. I'm not saying there's stuff. I'm not saying there's other stuff that's not good. Like I heard Berserk is really good, but I haven't read it. But I'm like,
Berserk is the shit, man.
You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
cream.
yeah, I'm looking at like just give me the fucking top 4 or 5 things, and then that's kind of what I enjoy.
Have
Akira.
you read Parasite?
No, I haven't heard of Parasite.
Parasite was really good. It's like
I
an
saw the
alien
movie.
parasite that gets in this guy's hand and like it makes him attack people and all kinds of crazy shit. It was a good anime too.
But you're also like a fan of like hentai stuff too, aren't you?
Will, why you gotta go there?
Because you said it once.
Yeah, I don't see there wrong with no hentai.
Yeah. You women and your weird fetishes.
Well, look,
You
you men
women.
and your weird fetishes, okay? Like I've seen like porn where men get their balls stomped on, so hentai is no weirder than that.
Keep talking about that.
Put
I'm
that
not
on.
such things.
Tell me more.
Yeah, keep talking.
I'd like to subscribe to that newsletter. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Hentai is no different than any other fetish that's out there.
Squidbillies.
It's like, okay, like for females, we read romance novels, right? Those trashy romance novels you get at like the quarter spot and like any
Mm-hmm.
pharmacy.
Lonely
I mean, it's no
feeling
different.
Another man's touch. So
Yeah.
lonely.
One time I was on this set, and this woman that was working there, I don't know if you heard the story, but she was doing like the texturing on something on the set, and we were like, "Hey, what are you listening to?" Because she had her like iPad sitting next to her, and she was like, "Oh, just an audio book," and we were like, "Oh, what are you reading?" And you could tell like she was kind of hesitant a little bit, but like kind of pushed a little bit, and it ended up being like some kind of like romance novel. And she was like, "Yeah, it's a romance novel," but we were like, "Oh yeah, turn it on."
It's porn.
Yeah, like take it, play it, and it was like, yeah, dude, it was fucking like, whoa, holy, yeah, go ahead and put those
Yeah,
earplugs
that's
back
because trashy romance novels are porn for women.
Porn.
Was it called zombie porn?
in. It might as well have been. I mean, it was basically describing like a fuck scene, but just like in the weirdest, like beat around the bush kind of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because women write.
Alright, I'm just gonna do this.
As the horse carriage entered her glazed carriage house, it was just like, what? I mean, that movie, I'm sure it was more than that, but it was just like,
As his throbbing manhood.
yeah, exactly.
Fiery femininity. He's
Lots of glistening, lots of throbbing,
love spoon into her warm pudding.
deep, lots of deepening, rhythmic ocean that was mentioned, I think, a couple of
Turgid.
times. gripping, squeezing. I think it's remember you're just like, all right, you can turn that off. Let's get back to work.
There's a dude writing it. He just goes, he fucked her.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like a 1-page book.
All right, this guy should draw Alien, the comic. This guy right here. Look at that. Yeah. Look at this.
He did an Alien comic once, so.
He's done covers, I think. I don't think he's done.
No, he did Earth War. It was Sam Keith.
No, this is Wayshak.
I'm just saying, like, even Sam Keith has done one,
Yeah, but, like, I mean, this would be awesome.
That's
to
super
see
dope.
All this is... I actually have this hanging above my litter box. But,
nice.
it was hanging above my litter... It was hanging above my litter box, yeah. But, yeah, look at this,
I've got a
man.
Giger that hangs in my living room.
This would be awesome. I would love to see him do a full-on Alien book. It would... Oh, look at this Cthulhu. Yeah.
Why don't you do a Cthulhu?
Because Wayshak already did it. I don't need to.
You could do it.
Nah. I can't beat that. Come on now. Yeah, that would be cool. That's who should draw. How do I stop sharing my tab? Wow. It's kind of annoying. There we go. That's who should draw Alien. This Batman stuff's pretty cool too.
Ooh, let me see the Batman. Oh, you already closed it up.
Son of a motherless goat.
I'm sorry, I'm working it. I'm working it.
Hold on, I'll pull it up then. Talk amongst yourselves.
Motherless goat?
Yeah, son of a motherless goat.
I'm over here working.
Images. Nobody was talking amongst themselves. It really kind of killed everything. No, it's fine. That's fine. I got it already. It's too late.
It's past my bedtime. I'm getting tired.
You'd be like, yo, go find it yourself. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This Batman stuff's pretty dope.
Batman.
Look at his Joker. So gnarly, man. That's the Batman who laughs.
Is it still the Wayshak?
Yeah, it's just still Wayshak.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually have a variant Batman Max cover from him. It's disgusting.
See, I'm a huge Royo fan, so I'm going to say I'd like to see Royo do.
Royo?
Yeah, I have this one. This is what I have.
Royo. I'm too country, and I've had a drink, so it's like I come out right.
You had a drink?
Yeah, I had a drink with a double shot of whiskey.
Lightweight.
I mean the whole bottle, right?
Ooh, that's a dope. I like that fucking Dr. Doom.
That's nice.
That's fucking dope as fuck.
This is cool.
No, not the whole bottle, Will.
That is so
Hey, you know who would be a really good artist?
Whacked out, man.
Jesus.
What?
I'd like to see Boudin Art do some alien work.
I'm sure he can.
I wouldn't, because of what would happen to the anatomy.
It would be glorious. What are you talking about?
Does Boudin does he do good anatomy, or is that?
He has a fetish for exaggeration of certain parts of the female and male anatomy. Yes.
He could draw the queen. There you go.
If he's still listening, Dan Plegel, you know what I'm talking about.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, man. Sorry, we talked a lot. You kind of didn't get much in, man.
No,
it's good cool, to see you, Lakem.
Yeah, same here. You know, I'm gonna get back into comics. I just been doing clothing, so.
Hey, do what works, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I would like to see some. You've been killing it, man, on some of the stuff I've seen from you. So yeah, definitely a book by you would be awesome.
Hey, Frankie.
All right, man.
Later, Lakem, man. Have a good one.
Later, sir.
Hey, Lakem.
Later.
Bye.
Sweet dreams.
So long, sweet dreams. Good night, Frankie.
So long, farewell to you, my friend. 'Cause I'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon I know. Does anybody know that song?
That doesn't sound familiar, actually. You started off solid, and then I'm like, wait, you lost me.
It's a goodbye song from Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh, my nephew used to watch that all the time. That bear scared the crap out of me, man, with the head. The way it moved.
They have bananas in pajamas.
Bananas in pajamas
are marching down the stairs.
Right. Sleep well.
What?
Apex Comics is leaving us.
Apex. I'm highly disappointed. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
It is after 2 a.m., Lola. So this is when people normally go to bed, not start streaming.
Well, she just started drinking. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, I just started drinking.
Yeah. She's an hour behind us. She doesn't know any better.
I'm in the right time zone.
No,
Everyone
nobody's
else is in the wrong.
No, everyone. CG goes by Eastern Standard Time or whatever daylight time. Whatever
Basically, all
it is.
you assholes are on the East Coast. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's what CG is.
Right?
It's Eastern.
I'm with
okay?
Will on this. All the assholes are on the East Coast, so.
It's sorry that all the heavy hitters are over on the East Coast.
Aren't you near the East Coast? Where are you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm Central.
Matt, you're at East Coast,
I'm on
right,
Chicago
Matt?
town.
Yeah, see? Heavy hitters are all on the east side.
Only dude who's like in the Pacific Northwest.
Because you're an idiot.
Exactly. And there's Don't you know this state produces crazy people?
Yeah.
I feel like Comicsgate produces all the crazy people.
Then we just flock here.
All the weirdos. All the weirdos came together and were like, hey, let's create something.
I'm the most well-adjusted person in Comicsgate.
I'm
would say
definitely
that
the
being
most
the fucking
non-well-adjusted
craziest.
person in Comicsgate.
What?
I'm the most well adjusted.
Pretty much. Compared to this psycho next to me, yeah.
I'm totally normal.
Ain't
No,
none
he-
of us normal. You're an artist. Like you and Matt are
So?
artists, so you
That's
have
what-
like excuses to be weirdos.
That's what makes us the most normal. We at least let it out some
Don't you
way.
work at the post office, Jason?
No, I work in a shipping department.
Oh, okay. I thought you. For some reason, you struck me as a mailman. I don't know why.
Do I look like a mailman?
I don't know. I was in the impression you delivered.
I
mail.
mean, you do look like you could go postal on somebody's ass, so.
I do like giving off that impression. I'm
I
actually
just had,
excited about it.
yeah, I had this image of you with like the little safari hat, with the post office uniform, where it's the big old bag.
No, I always get like somebody sees me for a long time. They're like, "You look like a biker." I'm like, yeah, no, I'm a teddy bear. What are you talking about?
Also, yeah.
Hey, Oliver, what's going on? Hill 656. Yeah. Everyone, go get the Kryptonals. Do it now. Yeah. Yo, Tam's here. Welcome, sir. Or has he been here? And Will is getting tired of my shenanigans.
I need to get my baby to go to bed.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I need to download some clips for my channel.
Yeah.
Somebody
there
needs
you
to teach me how to do that.
What is the program? Something. This one. It's this one. You can see where my mouse is, right?
No.
Too bad. It's like VLC or whatever. It's like that cone-shaped thing. That little traffic cone thing. Here, I can share my screen. I'll just do that. Yeah, Sai showed me. They showed. See, I was screwed up. Oh no, they're gonna be after me now. Doesn't matter which screen I share. This little doohickey down here. This one.
Oh.
See, that one.
Yeah, I don't have that.
The fuck?
You want that?
Oh, the VLC thing?
What?
The VLC player.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, this thing, VLC
How
player.
does that come up in on demand like you do it? I have that, but I didn't know it had that function.
I pinned it to my taskbar.
And you just hit a hotkey?
No, I just tap. See, you go. It's down here. You boop, click it. There it goes.
Yeah, but how are you bringing it into the stream like on demand like that? Is that the thing that's playing your videos?
Oh, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, so you just hit like a hotkey and share your screen and bam.
Well, I'm sharing my screen through StreamYard. Like this is This is OBS. This is what I'm like using, but I don't have to use this. I was using this because I can then transition my camera from that to that. Whee.
Oh. Yeah. Let me write that down.
That's more technical than I'm aware.
Yeah, OBS.
Yeah, I've been using the StreamYard and like kind of like uploading frames, frame. Yeah, what am I saying? Frames and shit.
Yeah, with OBS, you can share your the program you're using, program tab, and it shares your program. You could even have your webcam overlaid on top of it, so they can see you if you want them to. But then you're see how, it's not the shared window. It's actually my my actual thing. So like if I were to stop sharing the screen, see, like now you can watch me draw, and I don't have to share screen to watch me draw.
Oh, you went to a new angle too. How cool!
Well, yeah, because I have another webcam right there.
Very cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I also have another webcam pointed at my art table.
Snazzy.
Yeah. It's all right off, friends.
He's upscale, yo.
Yo. Hey, it's all text right off. I don't want that. I don't want that one. I'm not drawing right now. It's very difficult to draw and run a stream. But I just looked up how to do transitions on YouTube, and that's how I learned how to do that. But yeah, no, OBS comes in handy, man. Once you learn how to navigate it, you just watch a couple YouTube videos, you're good to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's how I learned how to parent.
You didn't read Dr. Spock?
No, watch YouTube videos.
No, or you could just have one kid, see how that goes, and then the second one you'll be a little better.
No, that's not how Lola rolls. She doesn't live up here. She lives down here in the impulse zone.
Oh, okay.
That's true. That's
you can load the vids through StreamYard and just click on the vid and it'll play instantly. Yeah. That's what I do. It's very fancy, a very fancy lad. But I had a few more, like I had Booty Time. I accidentally deleted it, but I have this for whenever I do those streams, and the dual one if I have two people.
Do they only allow you to upload so many at a time?
You pay for it. You can upload quite a lot. I don't know how many you can upload.
I'm going to go to finishing school to become a fancy lad.
A fancy lad.
What was that movie? Cabin Boy. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. These pipes are clean.
What do I gotta do to become a fancy lad? I mean, it is 2021.
You got to go to a school and be very condescending, like he was.
And have a penis.
That's that fucking movie, dude. Like, seriously.
That movie's jacked up, man.
Yeah, I'm recalling it now.
Well, Jason, it's 2021. I can get one of those too.
What?
A penis.
Oh, well, you're already 42. You're already 42% lesbian, so you're almost there. So once you get that, you kind of can just go full dyke, and
Oh, you did not just say that.
By
the way, there's a spider. There's a spider.
I think that scared you more than that word. Is that not supposed to say that word?
Spider on my Peter, get off.
Yeah, there you go.
You could. Who was the last one in Hollywood to chop off her tits? What's her name? Ellen Page.
Oh yeah, she did that.
What's her name?
There's a spider, yo. There's a spider.
He's like,
yeah, we know.
Something now.
Throw your drink at it.
What?
What did you say?
I don't know. Her name's like Eli or something.
I don't know. I honestly only just recently heard about her chopping off the mammaries.
Are you talking about Elliot Page?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, she was Ellen, right? Ellen?
Yeah.
She was Juno.
The person formerly Kitty Pryde.
Yeah. Kitty Pryde. She was a good cast as Kitty Pryde too. I thought.
She was.
Yeah. They want you to fight the spider, Lola.
I just remember her from that really really cringy, creepy movie, Hard Candy,
I don't think I ever saw it.
where she plays the honey trap, the honeypot who lures a pedophile guy to his house and starts torturing him.
Yeah, I never saw it.
It is very disturbing. To say the least.
Hard Candy, I remember that.
Yeah.
What about remembers that? No, I liked her. I liked her as Kitty Pryde. I thought that they could have kept her as Kitty Pryde, but not anymore. So I was like, there goes that role.
No, they could still give it to her because Hollywood's so woke that they're just like, well, we're gonna change Kitty Pryde to fucking whatever the name is. Pryde.
Power. She can change sex radically.
Yeah.
Alley Cat Pryde.
I'm surprised no one's made a mutant that can do that.
Carl Pryde.
Carl Pryde.
You have a Morph and Mystique. They could shapeshift, so they could be whatever they want.
Yeah, but they'd make it specific to that. It's like, I can't shapeshift, but I can change my genitals.
That's the only part of her that she can
the only
shapeshift.
part they could change.
Hard Candy was a damn good movie.
See? Where the hell were you, Lola?
I was fighting a spider, Will. A spider. It
I
was
watched that like 15 movies ago.
How big was this one, Lola? How big was this spider?
It was as big as I'm trying to give something to hear.
Was it as big
or bigger than that?
Was it as big as Tiny Hand?
No.
Bigger.
Oh.
How about as big as Ellen Page's new Out of That?
Was it as big as the Stormtrooper?
Bigger.
No.
Would you have a fucking tarantula? What are you doing?
No,
Was
one of those. It's one of those like
the size of this knife.
We call them crawdaddies or crawdaddies.
Daddy Longlegs?
Daddy Longlegs, yeah.
Those things are the most
crawdads.
Oh,
You're afraid of a daddy longlegs? What's wrong with you?
Daddy Longlegged. It's like the most gentle spider there is.
But they're huge, and this one was huge.
It's a Daddy Longlegged.
They can't hurt you.
No,
They're
they can't.
poisonous.
They can't hurt you though.
Just pick them up and take them outside.
No, I squished it with a shoe.
A shoe.
Then you won the fight.
I squished it with a shoe.
Hang that shoe on the wall. It's a weapon now.
Yeah.
You need it. You put that shoe down.
But I also found out there's a frog in the basement, so...
We'll use that same shoe and beat the shit out of that frog.
Whoa, easy. That's
Oh, wait,
a frog.
no. Well, you don't know what he's doing down there.
He's probably eating the spiders.
He could have been down there for
Probably
like a
eating the
week.
spiders, though. Lola is a
Well, he's not
veteran
doing
of
a very good
spider
job.
webs. Well, I mean, some of them get away, you know.
Well, look, the room that I sit in has recess lighting, right above me. There's like this recess lighting, and so like the spiders will drop down.
Jesus.
They go into the cans.
Arachnophobia. She's like living in the arachnophobia house.
Dude,
There's
screw that
shit
movie,
falling
man.
down on her.
The movie's freaky.
That movie sucked when I was a kid.
Yeah, dude.
I was always afraid to put my foot in the shoe because remember they would show that close up of him.
Yeah.
I was afraid to take showers for the longest time because I was afraid that like I would reach up to wash my hair and there'd be like a big huge spider ready to like
Kill you?
So the shower scared me for the longest time.
So you were a smelly kid, is that what you're saying?
No, I took baths.
So you bathed in your own filth. I got you.
Fuck you, Jason.
But marinated.
Well, I mean, Malin takes baths, so we all know.
What?
Yeah, he takes it. He insists on taking one every afternoon. Like,
Every afternoon.
A
Yeah,
bath?
John Malin is a bather. Yeah. So is Frege.
Look, like now as I'm older, I won't take baths. Like it's just showers. I'm strictly showers.
What about his praying for you, Lola? Because you're in a spider horror movie.
I pretty much am. My house is a freaking spider hell.
You need a cat.
I had 2 cats, and we left them at our other house. So
Oh.
Well, that doesn't do you any good here now, does it?
no, it doesn't, Jason.
There you
Thank you.
well, okay, you're welcome, Lola.
We'll beat him up.
Who, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going down, Jason.
Going downtown to
No,
Chinatown.
it was a huge spider. Okay, it was a huge spider.
Stop being a girl, Lola.
But I like being a girl.
And you like girls.
Really a girl. I've known a lot of women who are very selectively girls.
Hey, look at this. We got. Where'd he go?
Do you have a
Jeremy
dustbuster?
Barretts.
You just suck it up
Welcome,
with a dustbuster.
Yeah,
From
because
Germany.
You're so ugly, you could be a modern art masterpiece.
Do what, Will?
Not my
Somebody
time.
is from Germany. Are the papers in order?
Did you say his Max works here?
Does Max work here?
What?
No, Max works actually. I gotta get a hold of him because he drew one. He's supposed to be drawing the trading card for my secret tier, and I haven't heard from him in a few weeks.
All right, lady and gentlemen, I am exhausted. And
How dare you?
How dare me?
Bouncing too.
I
Will
tried.
doesn't like us. He's like, nah, I'm just bored.
What are you talking about? I've been here for almost 2 hours.
He was here before you, Lola.
Yeah. I was going to go on your show tonight.
Were you really?
Yeah.
That was too.
Yeah, well, Lola did not want to do it tonight. She's like, no, can't do it.
Yeah.
Well,
see,
we'll have it tomorrow night. We'll do it tomorrow night.
You weren't putting out tonight, Lola. So
They're not available tomorrow night.
no, I won't be.
Shh, Will, you're ruining everything.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Damn it. I'll go to my corner and cry.
The spider will be waiting.
Probably. I'll just offer it some curds and whey.
Curds is going away. I am
Will
happy.
is tapping it.
Little Miss
Yes, Will.
Muffet sat on her tuffet.
And everybody.
we are.
Long time with spider. Sat down beside her.
Tomorrow is actually the first spring of June, so tune in, everybody. Lola, I expect you to be there.
Yes.
Remember, what is it? Follow what? The Pink Bunny.
Yes.
What? There's more to it. Pink Bunny.
Pink Bunny says something like that.
Pink Bunny says so.
So Lola, you go to his page and you say which character you want drawn, and maybe you'll win.
Now,
Woo!
do you know if you have to tag like tweet out also his YouTube channel and tag him, or just tag the Pink Bunny says so and his YouTube channel?
You know.
Exactly. Okay. Just make it up as you go, everybody.
Yeah, go to the instructions. Maybe he has instructions on the.
He doesn't. He does not. Come on.
What a prick.
It's okay. I won't be in any of this draw streams, just like Fragtober, so it's fine.
Yeah, we're not.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's
I'm not
fine.
salty at all.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We're at the kids' table, Jason.
Yeah, I know. Kids table and all.
You
I
know.
get it.
I'm
I
not
see how
it.
it is.
Huh?
I'm at the grown-up female table.
Which is nowhere near the regular table anyway, so
Yeah, pretty
congratulations. I think the kids' table is closer than yours.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do the women have a table? I mean, they're just
No.
kind of like serving
They
and kind
serve
of
this-
making
yeah.
sure
Yeah.
that the potatoes are mashed and
They
whipped
must
up,
be standing to the side of the room.
We make the sandwiches. Come on.
They make the sandwiches.
churning the butter. I mean,
They make the sandwiches.
Churn the butter. Is that what they call it now? Is that what the kids are calling it now?
no, I mean literally, you're busy churning butter. I didn't mean like you were making soap.
just stop. Just stop. I'm ready for it.
You in there making soap, boy? Huh? Nothing.
We're turning Amish.
Alright, so it's got to deliver the sandwiches.
Yeah, really slow in a fucking horse-drawn carriage. We'll
All
get
right.
it to you. Don't you worry.
Well, we're just gonna end it.
Have fun and just take me with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you all down with me. So yeah, everybody sub, like, share, do whatever you want to do. Back everybody. Hallelujah. Have a good night.
Bye.
Lord.